All right, so for example 7b, that n plus 1 factorial, remember we said when we are writing out our factorials, we start at 1, 2, 3, and we go all the way up to whatever our ending number is. Well, we don't know what n is. We'll never know what n is unless it specifically tells us, which it won't in this type of a problem. And so we go all the way up to whatever number we're taking the factorial of. So dot, 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 and it's going to go all the way up to n plus 1 over. So in the denominator, it's n factorial, so we know that we start at 1 and we multiply times every number up to n, correct? Now I can see that like the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the dot, dot, dots are going to cancel. But it's after the dot, 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 and what's in between in that dot, 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 we have to worry about. But let's just think about real quick on the 9 factorial. If I wrote it out, but I don't write it all, so I do 1 times 2 times 3 times dot, 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 and we know that it ends at what number? 9. 9 factorial. It's going to end at 9. But what's the number right before 9 that would be multiplied by? How would you get from 9 to 8? You would take this number right here and you subtract 1, correct? So, if I do that on this one here, I take the previous number. What's the number right before n plus 1? N plus 1 minus 1, which would be?
How did you know n plus 1 minus 1?
Because to go back one step, you subtract 1. Because we're only dealing with the integers, okay? So we're going to subtract 1. So you take the last number and you subtract 1 and you get n. Well, now look at, let me change colors real quick here. Look at what we have right there and right there. They're exactly the same, aren't they?
Yes.
So they all cancel, and what are we left with? So n plus 1 is our answer. When you get an n going into the equation there, you're going to get an n coming out in your answer, okay? So don't freak out that you don't know what n is. That's no big deal. You just work it the same way as if you did know a number, but because there's no number going in, there's no number coming out. There's going to be that n.